Well, we know Angel Reese has definitely been in the headlines, man, after erupting in a press conference, pretty much swearing at reporters. And I'm here to tell you today is another day of the Angel Reese drama because she has simply smacked the clipboard out of an assistant coach's hands. Yes, now all of this went down during the Washington missed this game. This happened on national
July 8th, 2025. The Chicago Sky collapsed in the final seconds against the Washington Mystics. But instead of talking about basketball, the world is talking about one moment: Angel Reese slapping a clipboard out of her coach's hands on national television. Now, rookie head coach Tyler Marsh is being forced to make the toughest decision of his young career. Will he protect his star player or finally put Angel Reese in her place?
The referees blew every whistle. Like, I'm not joking. There was one play where Angel Reese dribbled backward. She backed into Aaliyah Edwards and tripped over her own feet and got free throws. The free throws that led to this happening were unbelievably soft. That led to Angel Reese breaking a coach's clipboard, walking over and slapping a coach's clipboard. And by the way, if this was Caitlin Clark, you just know they'd be calling out her anger.
In a nail-biting 81-79 loss, with just 29 seconds left on the clock, Reese stormed off the floor and smacked the clipboard from assistant coach and Crosby's hands. What was supposed to be a timeout huddle turned into a viral meltdown.
A lot of people are picking up on is when she is walking over to the bench and she slaps the clipboard out of her coach's hand. And you guys, my honest reaction to this when I first saw it, I was just laughing. It's kind of like the reaction that you're seeing from me right here. I wouldn't look into this too hard. I know it's already become controversial because they're like, oh, if another player did this, there would be think pieces written about it.
The backlash was immediate. Some fans defended her as passionate, while others blasted her as the most toxic player in the league. Even WNBA veterans chimed in, comparing her behavior to a rookie meltdown rather than a franchise cornerstone.
Are you okay? Are you okay, Barbie? The emotional decline continues for Angel Reese. The temper tantrums, the complete loss of emotional control continues for the Bayou Barbie, as well as the Chi-Town Barbie and Double Barbie, and whatever other alias that Angel Reese has decided to give.
And then came the press conference. Tyler Marsh, the first-year head coach, was asked directly about Angel Reese's behavior. Instead of dodging, he finally addressed the elephant in the room.
It was wild, all right? It was wild. I mean, tempers were flying. This was an all-out rivalry, man, all right? I mean, even Angel Reese was pissed at this moment. Look at it, pissed, all right? Pissed. This was close to the end of the game, 29 seconds left. Game tied, game on the line, and I think she was called for.
Angel Reese finished with 22 points and 15 rebounds. Impressive numbers that should have been the headline. But leadership isn't measured in stats, it's measured in composure. Reese is on the cover of NBA 2K26, a role that symbolizes leadership and excellence. Yet, in the biggest moments, she has let emotions overpower professionalism.
Always talks about being willing to do whatever dirty work is necessary. Did you see that today? Did you see a performance that in terms of the timeliness and the types of plays that she made, it went beyond the stat sheet?
Yeah, I think that's who Angel is in the best way. I think that that's what her skill set allows her to be. That we shouldn't just look at her as a rebounder or just as a scorer. There's so many different things that she can do on a court that helps a team win. And even though shots weren't falling for her tonight, she had 5 assists. She had huge rebounds down the stretch. And that's the kind of versatility that we see in her. And she's embraced it so far.
Now, all eyes are on Tyler Marsh. He was hired to build a championship culture rooted in trust, accountability, and discipline. But can he enforce that when his star player undermines him in front of millions? One wrong move, and his rookie coaching year could collapse into chaos.
Well, Angel Reese, the most toxic player in all of basketball, is out here slapping clipboards out of her coaching staff's hand because she's so mad her team committed a foul in the crunch after she shot 15 free throws this game. This is the lowest of the low disrespect that you can show to your coaching staff. She trying to get y'all locked in, worried about the next play, and you so toxic with your terrible, awful attitude that you slap the clipboard out of...
What happens after the clipboard slap may define the season. Will Marsh tighten discipline and regain control? Or will Reese's star power override accountability? With the Sky's playoff hopes hanging in the balance, this drama is only beginning.
You guys, Angel Reese had a great game. She had 22 points, 15 rebounds. There were some questionable calls from the referees on both ends of the floor during this game against the Washington Mystics, and they ended up losing by 2 points at the end of the game. And so she's a competitor. Love or hate Angel Reese, she's a competitor. She's a fierce competitor. And I feel like this was just a moment where her frustrations got the best of her. Hopefully, later on, I'm sure she'll probably see this on social media and she'll go up to her coach and be like, my bad, coach. That was not cool of me. I shouldn't have slapped the clipboard.
Angel Reese loves to call herself the Bayou Barbie, the face of a new era in women's basketball. But leadership isn't about brand deals or social media presence. It's about respect, composure, and accountability. Tyler Marsh has finally drawn the line. The only question now is, will Angel Reese step over it?
Why do you guys hate Angel Reese so much? The Angel Reese hate is so forced. This is why we hate the bricklaying sloth. She has a terrible attitude, awful, toxic. This is why she has no friend. This is why...
July 2025. The Chicago Sky sit at 6-13 in the Eastern Conference, their season spiraling. Rumors swirl of a fiery confrontation. Angel Reese allegedly slapping a clipboard from coach Tyler Marsh during a tense huddle. Now, Marsh has finally broken his silence in a press conference. Will he reassert authority or reinforce the chaos? Let's break it all down.
Angel Reese said that she was done being polite. She was done being humble. I'm done being silent. The Bayou Barbie is mad, mad, mad. And Barbie is about to start clapping back at the haters. To her credit, Angel Reese said what she meant and meant what...
While the clip hasn't been officially released, chatter is that Reese, frustrated by calls and team performance, yanked the clipboard from Coach Marsh. Whatever truly happened, social media exploded.
You just gonna, this woman trying to show you a play, and you just gonna slap the clipboard out of her hand like that on national TV. What a role model. Please stop embarrassing us.
Angel Reese isn't just a star, she's a cultural force. In July, she was revealed as the cover star for the WNBA edition of NBA 2K26, joining legends like Shai Gilgeous-Alexander and Carmelo Anthony.
With the Chicago Sky team, they are not doing well this season. I think that is evident. It doesn't look like they are going to make playoffs. And this was just a moment of frustration at the end of the game. It is funny though when you play the clip over and over. This was a warranted crash out. We can give Angel Reese.
In what's shaping up to be one of the most heated storylines of the WNBA season, Chicago Sky head coach Tyler Marsh has finally addressed the growing tension surrounding his star forward, Angel Reese, in a press conference that many are calling a turning point for both his young coaching career and the future of the Sky. Marsh, who was brought in last November to restore order and culture to a struggling franchise, has been forced into the spotlight after weeks of speculation about locker room discord and on-court clashes involving Reese, including an alleged moment where she slapped a clipboard out of an assistant coach's hands during a heated huddle. While Reese has been celebrated as one of the league's brightest young stars, landing on the cover of NBA 2K26, securing major endorsement deals, and racking up double-double performances, her fiery personality has repeatedly drawn criticism, from trash-talking Caitlin Clark on the NCAA stage to her emotional outbursts in the WNBA. The press conference was Marsh's first real attempt to confront the issue publicly, and his comments were firm. Accountability applies to everyone. No star is above team standards. That simple statement, though measured, sent shockwaves through social media and sports media alike. with some praising Marsh for finally showing leadership and others accusing him of undermining the player most responsible for keeping the Sky relevant in the national conversation. The timing of the comments is especially dramatic given the Sky's disappointing 6-13 record, the pressure of an upcoming playoff push, and the constant media comparisons between Reese and Caitlin Clark, who has been painted by many outlets as her polar opposite in both playing style and demeanor. The controversy is now much bigger than basketball. It's about culture, discipline, leadership, and the age-old question of whether raw talent can ever outweigh respect for the game and the team. By drawing this line in the sand, Tyler Marsh hasn't just put Angel Reese on notice. He's effectively put the entire WNBA on watch, daring the league to decide whether this moment is about a coach disciplining a star or about a star defining an era on her own terms.